How's it going, guys? It's Tactics HD here, bringing you a new NHL 12 video. In this video, guys, I'm actually bringing you a new idea where I'd go back in time and take over as the GM of an NHL franchise. So for this first episode, I'm actually doing the Toronto Maple Leafs. There's a lot of controversy over all the former first-round picks of Toronto Maple Leafs. A lot of them ended up being busts. As well, a lot of the first-round picks they traded away ended up being superstars. So I decided to go back in time and with my knowledge from the future, change up the Toronto Maple Leaf roster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the picks from the 2000 and 2010 draft. So 10 different first-round picks, only the first rounds, because to do anything more like second and so on would take too long. But if Toronto didn't have a first-round pick, then I'll change a second. As well, guys, the 2011 draft, last year's draft, where they drafted, where they missed out on Sagan, I decided just to keep that the same and keep Kessel. I'm going to show you guys the current roster, what the overall is. 87 offense, 84 defense, 72 goalie. And by the time I was done changing up the draft picks, we had 100 offense, 95 defense, and 87 goalie. So a much better team. And right here, I'm just going to go to the starting lineup, guys. So the first line, we have Lupul, Giroux, Kessel. Lupul was actually traded for with Gardner for Boschman, who they signed for agency, so that doesn't affect the team. Giroux was actually a 2006 first-round draft pick. And they picked Jiri Tolusti, 9 picks before him. Jiri Tolusti's on Carolina now. Huge bust. Giroux, way better player. Like I said, Kessel stayed the same. Second line, we have Lars Eller. Lars Eller was actually a 2007 draft pick, and he actually was drafted by Toronto's pick, and they traded that pick to San Jose, then to St. Louis. They should have just kept the pick. Ryan Kesler was also a very good player, and he was drafted in the 2003 draft, and Toronto had a pick, I think, 2 or 3 before him, which they traded to Boston, and if they would have kept that pick, they could have got Ryan Kesler a couple picks later, or they waited one more, they could have got Mike Richards. I decided to go with Kesler. Either way, they could have gotten a great two-way center. In that right wing, we have Jason Palmville. He was drafted in 2001 draft, and Toronto actually didn't have a first-round pick in the 2001 draft. Or sorry, they did have a first-round pick, but Jason Palmville wasn't even picked till the second round. So I mean, they could have waited till a second-round pick to get him. They had an early second-round pick and then a late first-round pick. So I mean, they could have gotten him in either round. They passed up on him both times. Huge mistake by Toronto. The third line I kept the same. Kuhlman was a second-round pick that they had originally, so he would slow me on the team. For Bosky, they traded like rights for something to sign or trade for. I forget how the deal worked. And MacArthur they got from arbitration, so all three of these guys could still be on the team no matter who I change the draft with. I don't want to draft somebody and you guys be like, oh well, then the guy that they drafted ended up being in a trade for whoever. I thought of all this, so this team actually could exist. Fourth line, Magnus Paajarvi Svensson. He was drafted in 2007. I decided to, 2009. I decided to pass up on Kadri, draft him. Kadri never really developed. He's still in the AHL. I'd rather have like a good third or fourth line winger than someone in the AHL. Center Tim Connolly signed last year. He'll still be on the team. And then Brad Boyes, he's a 2000 first round draft pick. They ended up trading him with like a prospect and a pick, I think, for Owen Nolan, who ended up retiring like a year or two after he played on the team for the playoff run. I'd much rather have Brad Boyes. First line of defense, guys, we got Mike Green. Mike Green, one of the best defense in the NHL right now. And he was actually drafted in the 2004 draft. And Toronto actually traded away their draft pick. I think it was like 10 picks before him or something. If they would have kept it, they could have got him for sure. Duncan Keith was also a late second-round player. So Toronto actually, the draft where Duncan Keith was drafted, Toronto could have drafted him in the first round as well. They had a second-round pick. And they actually would have missed out by a few picks on the second round. And that's when they took Stajan. And then when they traded for Phaneuf. So they would have just used their first-round pick to take Keith. They could have got Keith and Stajan that year. Like I said, because they kept Stajan, they could actually still got Phaneuf. Their other defenseman, I can't believe this, Erik Karlsson, guys. The 2008 draft, and they got Luke Schenn 5th overall. Tyler Myers actually went 12th. Erik Karlsson went 15th. I don't think anyone's seen Erik Karlsson being as good as he was, though. And now he's like one of the best, or the best offensive defenseman in the game. Third line, Cody Franzen, you all know the trade they made. They could have still made that. John Michael Lyles, they simply traded a second-round pick for. So they could still have both of those guys. And then on goalie, we have Tuukka Rask. I'm sure most of you have seen that coming. He's a really good goalie, probably one of the better prospect goalies or up-and-coming goalies in the NHL. I can't believe Toronto made this deal still. He was drafted in the 2005 draft. They ended up trading him with like a pick or something for Andrew Raycroft, who was a complete bust. Boston made out like bandits there. And then James Reimer is still the backup goalie. And also, guys, just want to show you this. If I was Toronto Maple Leafs GM today and he was still available, 5th overall, I'd be taking Alex Milanchuk. This kid's going to be awesome, guys. He plays for Sarnia. Trust me on that one. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm thinking about maybe doing a future one where I do Edmonton and say starting like the 2008 draft once they started sucking, and kind of show you who I would have drafted, even though I agree with a lot of the drafts, or maybe some trades I would have made. Besides that, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please help me out with a like. Also, I know a lot of you were expecting or probably hoping for some Road to Glory Ultimate Team videos. I accidentally deleted some of the Road to Glory footage, so right now I'm trying to go back into my computer and recover it. I deleted it, then I emptied recycle bin, and I didn't realize that those videos were in there. So if anyone knows how to get those back and wants to help me out, please let me know. I have downloaded a couple programs, so they're not working. So if you know exactly what you're doing, send me a private message, and I'd be very happy and pleased with you. But besides that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.